take you, besides Brandon, I'm going to take you for a little day in the life. So we're going to start with our morning chores, which first one is always get the fire moving and be as quiet as possible to not wake the family up. So let's take a look at our day. Before the kids get up, though, this is what needs to happen. All right, so we're getting ready to go outside. It's early. It's not quite light out yet, but this is a good time to get all the animals fed once the sun's coming out. But it was 6 below zero last night, so I gotta get all my warm weather stuff on. And as you can see, the pigs like to nose me as I go in. So I gotta put on my bibs every day. I'll get on my warm jacket, my farm boots. We'll give the birds some water, and we'll give the pigs some water, and we'll see what happens. So with the birds, I like to fill this up about halfway because that's all I can carry. But I like to fill it up with like warm or hot water, just because it takes longer for it to freeze than outside, which in turn makes less work for us during the day. Then I'll also fill up, we've got these empty 1 gallons that we fill up because they have an open container water that they like to bathe in and drink out of. So we'll bring up one of those as well. So this is our pig food setup. And I talked about this when we first got the pigs, but a little idea of what we do. So we've got dry grain that we get from a farm. That's a good mixture of pig protein and nutrients and grain and all the good stuff. But what we like to do is we like to ferment our food. It's just easier to digest all of it for the pigs. They're able to absorb more water, more nutrients. The benefits are endless of fermenting food. The only downfall is you got to take up a lot of room with buckets, but it's all right. So we just fill halfway with food, cover it with water, stir it, add in some apple cider vinegar to each one, and then every 3 days we rotate through. So that's why we've got three double rows. So we've got breakfast and lunch. And it's snowing. Let's see if we can be really quiet and they won't be up. They usually hear me just when they get up. Oh, we were so close. Look at how dirty they are. And get a good look at them, you can see the steam coming off their bodies. So gross. Hey. Hi guys, good morning. Oh, you feel so bad. Oh, you smell so bad. It around into 3 or 4 different bowls, just so they don't fight over their food, because you'll see that they'll start squealing, fighting over food. Hardly see, my eyes are watering from the cold. This is what I was talking about with the grain. So there's oats, there's peas, there's all sorts of different goodies in here. But we'll give them 3 scoops of this and fill it with water. Rinse off the sides. we have our own little system here. So we'll take from the front, move to the back. That way when Brandon comes out later, he knows that this one has not been used yet. So I'll just take a little bit of apple cider vinegar. We used warm water because like when you're making oatmeal, the faster it will absorb if it's warm enough. So I like to start the fermentation process pretty quickly, especially because it's pretty cool in the garage in the winter. So this helps it along a little bit. Okay, now it's time for the birds. So you can see we've had to make paths again this year because we've gotten so much snow. But get these birds unlocked. They're not sure they want to come out yet. Maybe if I step back here, they'll come out. They're fair weather birds. I'll go get their food. We got breakfast. Every day we'll take a look at the chart, see what needs to be done. Get our Sudokus in for our brains. Got some ropes. Got some food. Got some wrestling going on. Then we'll start school. Okay, so we are just about headed out. We've gotten all of our morning inside stuff done. Kids did a little bit of school. We are about to go out and shovel again because it's snowing. But we'll do some shoveling. I've got to clean out the duck house and we need to do produce for the animals. So we'll give you a little idea of what that's about. So there's not too much snow today. I think we got maybe, I don't know, a couple inches or so. But since Brandon's got the plow, I just take the snow where he can't get the plow in here into this tight little area. So I shovel this out into the center area so then he can just come by with the snow plow and take it to all the designated plow spots. We have to get really, really creative with our snow removal. Okay, so I've showed you this before with the duck house, but it is out of control because we have so much snow that they only want to be in the duck house during the day. You can hear them in here. So they'll go out, they'll get a drink or they'll eat, and then they'll run right back in. So they get their wet feet on the straw, so then we have to clean it out a little more often. But it's part of the job. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. Hi, handsome. Are you feisty today? Yep, it's my favorite day. There's two. And when it's -8 in the morning, and you remember how gross this bedding gets, it was time. Hi. Do you love new bedding day too? Yep. Your ladies sure seem to. You standing guard? Wow. So majestic. These guys are having so much fun with cups and a ping pong ball. And a cat. That's what dreams are made of. Such an athlete you are. Every time. You'd think they'd stop. This is what happens with pigs. Every time. Oh, they smell so bad. Oh my goodness. You guys are so gross. Come on. Hey. Hey.
Mom, can the bed come in there?
No. Okay, so I swore I wouldn't do this again, but these guys sucker me into it every year. I was putting all the old bedding in where the pigs are, but they just keep eating it and it's building up too much in their enclosure. And so I put a little bit in there today, but the rest I'm just going to spread out here in hopes of getting them to be able to be outside a little bit more. But another fun thing with chores. Oh boy, can't get through that snow very well, huh, Betty? Bringing up all the fun 40-50 gallon or 40-50 pound bags, and we store all of our food in these garbage pails. So now the fun part begins of opening and distributing and all of the things. But I've got half of the straw done. Yay. My 4 helpers. Except in here, Randall is very loud. Did you hear your name? So loud.
I just hope that it doesn't go too far into the door. Or the road. Oh!
This is how we wind down for the night. Had our dinner, gotten all of our chores done. And so we like to either play some sort of a game or come up with a game of our own. So that was just a little mini glimpse into kind of what we do here on a daily basis. I didn't show you our night chores just because it gets a little bit dark and it's not great for filming. But we literally do everything that we do in the morning just at night, kind of in reverse. So instead of, opening the doors and opening the gates and all of that, we lock everything up, make sure everybody's safe and sound for their night here in the wilderness. But yeah, definitely a drastic change from our previous living situation to this. And if you're thinking about doing something like this, I highly, highly recommend doing it. Just pick up and do it. Otherwise, life's gonna pass you by and you might not get the opportunity. I know we're glad we did. So hopefully you'll find your challenge and go for it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.